Overall, we hope you're enjoying all the content from the knowledge translation team here at the BJJ, and that we're achieving our primary aim to improve the accessibility and visibility of the studies we publish here at the journal. With this in mind, this year we'll also be delivering special edition podcasts, with our guests being world leaders in the field of trauma and orthopaedic surgery for their respective fields. Kicking things off today for the first episode in this series, which will focus on the area of orthopaedic trauma, I have the great honour and pleasure of being joined by the President of the Orthopaedic Trauma Association, Professor Heather Vallier from Metro Health Medical Centre in Cleveland. Welcome, Heather. Thank you so much for joining. It's so great to have you with us today.
Thanks so much, Andrew. I really appreciate the opportunity to be a guest on your podcast. This is very exciting for me.
That's great. So Heather, just before we sort of talk about, I know we're going to talk about the highlights of trauma research over the past few years, but I just thought, it's been a difficult year for everybody with the COVID pandemic. And just maybe give us a brief overview and insight for our listeners, both with regard to your own clinical practice, but also in the US as a whole.
It has been such a crazy year, and now that it's been going on for over 16 months really, here in the United States. I work in Ohio at a large urban trauma center in Cleveland, and so our population, our catchment area is a few million people, and a lot of baseline morbidities in the way of obesity, tobacco use, diabetes, and just generalized less than optimal health and management of baseline medical conditions at this county hospital where I work. So my population is a little bit biased in terms of the rest of the United States and the world as a whole, just to give you some flavor for that.